And then I turn back around and this kid just smokes my foot and just eats it. Like, I wish I would have caught him eating it on camera, because he took a good little like face drag on the ground fall, and it tickled my spirit a little bit. In the moment I was like, oh no.
But on the inside he was...
Well, I mean, nobody wants to be the guy that like trips the crack baby, but once the crack baby has been tripped, it's just a falling crack baby. That's fucking hilarious. I don't care who you are.
I agree. I just love your reaction, because you were like...
It was like, oh, no, not the crack baby. No, is he good? Fuck him, but is he good? White trash pieces.
3, 2, 1.
You ready, Bert?
Well, look at this, prima donna!
Welcome back to Bridging the Gap. It's good to see you. I'm your host, Reese Reynolds. With me, as always, my good buddy, Nathan White. What are we getting into today?
Well, I think we ought to start off by talking about the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, bro.
You mean that elderly abuse segment?
You mean that Netflix buffering like a motherfucker?
I didn't use Netflix.
It was buffering all over anywhere. I was looking like... I went from Netflix, then I went to Stream East.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I watched the whole thing on TikTok Live. And it was kind of a snooze fest, if we're being honest.
You know, Mike was holding back.
He wasn't throwing much. Jake really, like, he would throw, but it wouldn't piecing nobody up.
Brother.
Even when he did land a good strike, it ain't like, why are you hitting my grandpa right now? Like, don't stop hitting Mike.
Brother, he was not the same dude as he was like a few days prior, just fucking training. He was killing that dude in the protective suit.
Well, it was part of the rules that he couldn't throw uppercuts, so I understand that, but like, he was just checking hooks that he could have easily connected with.
There was like, if Jake would be like this, he could have easily, tagged him. And then I would have loved more than anything for Mike Tyson in that moment at the end where Jake Paul has his hands and he's bowing to him, just fucking... You could have had the greatest moment in fucking sports period if you would have just knocked him out right there.
It was almost tough to watch. I mean, it's crazy to hear us talk about like knowing anything about boxing, but it was not worth the watch.
I have a theory that Jake Paul did a solid for Mike Tyson to help Mike Tyson be set for the rest of his life and into his kids.
I believe in this theory. I really do.
Because for how hokey it looked and how held back, we could tell Mike was holding back so hard.
Well, when you're that age and you're still trying to do something of like sportsness on this level or athletic, like an athletic feat, it didn't really look like holding back. I feel like if you don't go 100% as hard as you can when you're his age, it just looks like your age is what's making you perform this way. It didn't look like he was holding back. It just made him look old.
Mike just needs to... I get it if he needs to come back.
That's why I like your theory, because like if he needed the money, I get it, but...
Well, yeah, he's a household name. He could sell out an arena.
Yeah, like he sold out his mindset, though. Like...
Mm-hmm. He just went from that Rogan podcast where he was saying how much it fuels his ego to be back training, and that's what we got. But I know the rules, but Mike should have been able to just unleash.
Yeah, but we should have known better. Like, we should have betted on it, is what I was saying. Like, we should have tried to make some money off that, because clearly he was not allowed to do what Mike Tyson can do.
Exactly.
Whether it was his age or whether it was the contract or whatever they had set up behind the scenes, it was not Mike Tyson versus anybody. It was Jake Paul hitting an elderly man we care deeply about in the face. He beat up a weed farmer. That's not cool.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we should have bet that and put like just $100 on Jake.
Well, what were the odds? Like, we bet $100, make 10, you know what I mean?
True. I mean, if I remember right, Jake Paul's odds were like negative 145, and then Mike Tyson's was like plus 350. So that means...
You'd have made some money going with Jake.
That means Jake Paul was the upper dude while Mike was the underdog.
Yeah.
But then again, it'd be nice to see Jake Paul fight someone his age, not someone that's, here soon we're going to see him push George Foreman down the fucking stairs.
Well, everyone keeps comparing it to when Ali took that fight, when he clearly like should not have been in the ring. And because I guess he needed he needed the money or something like that. And it's just now he's like, there's been a few pro boxers like Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia have all come out and been like, okay, come fight me, Ryan. Not Ryan. Jake Paul. Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Who's the other one? Is it Ryan Paul?
Logan.
Logan Paul. He's the shitty wrestler.
Yeah, the shitty wrestler. Yes. I wish he would go away.
Yeah.
I wish he'd go away like Roman.
He made me hate Roman's character, honestly. That Mania match was so like, how much did he pay you to let this happen?
You mean that crown jewel match?
Was it Crown Jewel?
Yeah, it was crown jewel.
Whichever one had the fucking Prime bottle logo in the middle of the ring. I can't stand that either.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was funny.
The Prime bottle in the middle of the ring as a logo? What's funny about it?
What, the mascot dude?
No, the actual logo in the ring.
Oh, okay. The mascot.
The mascot thing was fine. That was ISO Speed.
But no, that needs to quit being the drink of the WWE. Because that's what it is.
Well, there was never a beer bottle in the middle of the ring when it was Bud Light or whatever. Like, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. If there shouldn't be anything in the middle of the ring other than your logo or nothing at all. You looks ridiculous. It looks like you sold out. Mm-hmm. And they very much did.
Oh, definitely. But no, I wouldn't be mad if they came out and said, yep, this was a solid for Mike. You know, I would just be like...
And then, yeah, we get it. You've already got the money. And they probably can't because it was technically a gambling event. They can't be like, yeah, it was for sure fixed.
But hey, he's $20 million richer, Mike Tyson is. Yeah, I bet that night he had a bunch of orders of mushrooms and everything coming in. So...
I'm sure he's doing okay.
Oh, yeah, he's doing fine. He gets to keep spending $300,000 on his lawn every year.
I think the big thing with that whole fight, though, was like no one really cared about the fight. The big talk of it was Netflix not being able to handle sporting events.
Yeah.
And I hope that changes because they have a couple of Christmas Day games.
With how WWE keeps switching over to Netflix, they better keep their pay-per-views on Peacock because I swear to God, if it buffers like a WrestleMania and it's a main event,
ooh,
and we don't see the finish and it comes back and we just see the victory, the person standing there, I'll be pissed. It better stay on Peacock.
I don't think it will. It's got to be on Netflix, doesn't it?
No, it don't got to be on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
It's just Raw right now.
We don't watch Raw anyway.
I watch both Raw and SmackDown. I don't watch, the full 2 hours because Raw's back down to 2 hours now, not 3, which is nice. I never liked the 3-hour thing. It was too much. But anyways, what was it? What'd you ask me?
No, we're just talking about the technical difficulties Netflix was having putting on sporting events.
Oh. But then we then we started talking about wrestling.
Yeah. What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
No, but I bring up technical difficulties because we also had technical difficulties on the podcast. For whatever reason, I'm not sure what happened. We're a full episode behind on Spotify. So I'm sure you didn't notice, but I'm working on getting that fixed. So you'll be up to... You should be caught up if you're catching us on Spotify.
Yep.
And then...
So, Reese, I got something to ask you because I was gone all week working.
Yes, sir.
And what was it, Wednesday night you texted me about it? This certain situation.
Oh, I beat a child.
This man
Yeah, fuck them kids.
on stage, and he trips this little fucker down a stage.
Living up to my expectations.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
Little made me run around, my bad. No, my bad. I mean, I don't usually do these jokes for children, so that one's on me. I tell you what, I did you a solid. There's a whole bit about, the big guy in the red suit. We threw it away. We called it audible, like Brett Favre at the line. It's not happening just for you, big guy. I appreciate you. I do what I can. I tell you what.
Gotcha, bitch!
He needs some milk! I on my hand on the Bible I don't believe in. I didn't mean to do that.
That was perfect, dude. You really tripped the shit out of that.
Bro, he ate it so exponentially hard. Like break a growth plate hard. I don't think I top assaulting a child, so...
It was a learning experience.
Okay, but how is that the kid's fault?
Well, if you...
You piece
show,
of shit.
People are sitting in their seats watching a performer, right? Is that what you think from a stand-up show? Or even a rap show? You don't run on stage.
It's a kid.
Where were the parents? Why was this kid anywhere near me where I'm trying to do a job, essentially, and entertain these people? The whole thing was a mess. I really didn't give a fuck about that set anyway. I was just kind of talking shit.
I hope CPS comes to your door.
And then I seen a child run on stage behind me, and I'm like, what are we doing? That was the whole theme of the set, is what are we doing? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why did I come? And then whose goddamn white baby is that? Why is there a child on stage? Why is your dad not doing literally anything? Why does no one care about their kids running amok in what is supposed to be a show? Irregardless. Mm-hmm. And then I'm trying to play into it. Just lighten the mood, because clearly I'm pissed off. And just play with the crowd a little bit. And then I turn back around, and this kid just smokes my foot. And just eats it. Like, I wish I would have caught him eating it on camera, because he took a good little face drag on the ground fall, and it tickled my spirit a little bit. In the moment I was like, oh no.
But on the inside he was,
well, I mean, nobody wants to be the guy that trips the crack baby, but once the crack baby has been tripped, it's just a falling crack baby. That's fucking hilarious. I don't care who you are.
I agree. I just love your reaction, because you were like,
it was like, oh, no, not the crack baby. No, is he good? Fuck him. But is he good? White trash pieces of shit.
Hey, proud of you.
Fuck them kids. That was not my fault. Keep your kids under control if you're in public.
Listen, I have to stay on, I need to stay on the other side of the fence, and I need to just say this. Because of what you did to this kid, I hope you and Nadav have 6 kids together.
You're a piece of shit. Not a day in my life am I going to have kids. I am a comedian podcaster. I have no business having kids.
I hope the first time you get her pregnant by accident, you have triplets.
Not a chance in hell. Not a day in my life. Can't happen, won't happen. Can't stop, won't stop, never having kids.
Never say never, brother.
Never, ever am I going to have some kids.
Are you okay, my boy?
No, you're tweaking me out.
Do I need to give you a hand?
But yeah, it sucked. And I don't have any other shows coming up, so now we're just back to thugging it out in open mics.
So that just means you ain't wasting no one's time.
You're a real piece of shit.
I haven't fucked with you in a week and a half, okay? I was gone all week last week in Omaha working, and I'll tell you a little bit about it.
Because I fucking asked. But yeah, go ahead. I was done talking. Go for it. I want to hear about your fucking work trip.
What?
Go ahead. No, I'm so intrigued.
You want to go take this outside?
You don't got the stamina to go outside. You'll be winded by the time we get to the door, you fat fuck.
Dude, you don't even...
I'll twist your titty off and smack the fat off your back.
You don't even know how to...
It's true. I'd have to shave your back before I could smack the fat off it.
And my ass. Can we get back on track, bitch?
We can. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Here at Bridging the Gap, we are taking applications for hosts. So if you think you've got what it takes and you want to come talk into the mic, we have an opening for whatever reason. So you just fill those. Let us know in the comments. You want to come hang out. What is whatever.
I quit.
Sit the fuck down.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, whenever you take this application, you just need to know this is a low-life piece of shit motherfucker right here. You know, he secretly has his wife peg him, but he doesn't want to admit that ever. And also,
Hey, so does the vice president.
but chugs alcohol.
How's a guy supposed to get a buzz?
Well, look, I respect the part of you trying not to have your breath smell, but don't try not to fart.
No, it's just like a water hose anymore. You just gotta kind of keep it. Some of my legs are crossed. You just gotta really batten down.
Kind of like a woman makes you, burst your water like you're pregnant. But speaking of women, bro, that segue into our next segment.
It's a hell of a segue. That's a Paul Blart level segue. Anyway, yeah. I see this video and we had to break it down.
A types of women starting offense. At starting quarterback, I'm gonna go with the studs. Studs are the closest thing we can possibly get to a male. They're the most athletic, they're the strongest, they're the biggest. They'll give you a stiff arm, but they can also probably throw it at least 50 yards. To the running back position, I'm more of a Marshawn Lynch type of guy, and those types of running backs all seem to have one thing in common, and that thing is running with anger and running with purpose. And I don't know anyone else who has more pent-up anger than a goth woman.
All right, so you get the idea from the video. We're going to make our own teams and see who we think fits where. And we actually have a special guest that's going to have us come rate our teams and tell us how I've done. Now, if you watch the show, you've heard me talk about Nadav before. She's my lovely girlfriend. We've actually got a question, like, who is Nadav, from my least favorite viewer ever. So to that viewer, step on a Lego and die. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, the Dove, our special guest judge.
Here I am. Hi, friends. Hello.
All right, Nate, tell her who your starting quarterback is.
All right, Nadavs, good to see you. Good to see you, and good to have you on the pod. Finally,
First appearance.
Thank you. I'm nervous.
it's been like pulling teeth to get her on here, but understandably so. So, my starting quarterback is none other than the field hockey princess herself, Kylie Kelsey.
I don't know who that is, and I also don't know what field hockey is, but I asked that question earlier, and so I got the answer. And so I mean, I feel like it's a good pick.
Very physical, very definitely very athletic.
They're with the shits, like they're ready to throw down. I feel like
100%.
So I feel like that's a good pick.
Who do you got for your starting quarterback, brother?
I wanted a son, girls. So that's like when the dad, when you're having a kid and they clearly want a son, but they end up with a daughter, so they just end up raising them like a son. Like if you ever seen How You Met Your Mother, it's like Robin Scherbatsky. That's my prototype. Like she's just like a unit, like very athletic, very strong, but like it's like a tomboy, but you didn't have a choice. So they're way more over the top and like athletic with it. Any thoughts?
I feel like that's still a good pick. It strikes me more as tomboy, but also like tomboys get to choose to be a tomboy, whereas wanted a son daughter is you don't get the choice of being a quote unquote son. Like they make the choice for you. And
Yeah,
so,
you're bred to be like a winner or a leader or like the alpha of the women.
What was the name again?
Robin Scherbatsky.
Robin Scherbatsky. I have no idea who the hell that is.
It's from How I Met Your Mother. Who you got at running back?
Oh, for running back. I've got the. Oh wait, no crap. Where'd I put it?
His running back ran away.
The rugby player, Marlene Packer.
Oh, a rugby player. Very nice.
I feel like that's very fitting.
Rugby players scare the shit out of me, so I feel like that's a pretty good option.
Rugby, it's a physical sport. They'd definitely be in shape. It's a lot of running and tackling. I think rugby's a good position changeover for running back.
I think so.
I had track girls.
Girls?
Yeah, track girls, like track and field. Mm-hmm. More specifically, the person I had in mind was Sha'Carri Richardson. I'm pretty sure she's the fastest woman in the world, but...
My lady, what a woman.
Gotta have speed at running back,
Bro,
baby.
she's fast as fuck, boy.
Who do you, or no?
So for at slot, I had goth girls at slot. And that's where I differed from the video pretty heavily, is I feel like goth girls do not belong on the line. They're perfect for slot because they like attention, but they also like abuse. So they're going to get a target, but you can throw it to them over the middle, and they can take that punishment they really like, and they'll love it the whole time because they're getting the ball, and you get it's a little slap and tickle. I feel like that's what goth girls like. What do you think?
I don't know what a slot is.
Slot receiver.
I don't know what that is.
A wide receiver. But they line up in the middle and run over the routes over the middle.
Instead of lining out far right or far left.
It's like kind of what Travis Kelce does, but without the blocking.
Okay. I mean, I feel like that's a good choice.
For sure.
You definitely, explained it pretty thoroughly.
I thought I had a good thought behind it.
For slot, for me, it was kind of... I didn't really know what to pick, so I picked the most stupidest thing I could for slot. Javelin girls.
I've never met one, actually.
Javelin girls.
I've never met a girl that throws javelin.
And I think the reason why is because, they got to be precise with their throw.
Why not shot put girls? You could have had Brock Lesnar's daughter.
I got a shot put girl in here somewhere. Okay. We'll get there. I do got one in there.
Javelin, huh?
I don't know. It's just...
so specific.
I've never met one, so I don't know.
It just scares me whenever they go to get the javelin, they're not paying attention, and all of a sudden it just goes right through their eye.
I just feel like javelin started because you were really mad at being bad at pole vault.
Yeah.
Fuck this pole. And they're like, damn, that was kind of cool. You threw that pole kind of far. We should make that a thing. And they're like, bam, javelin.
Javelin.
Someone look up the history of javelin. We're not a big Google podcast, so if you want to correct me. We got corrected in the last... Silver Dollar City is in something, Missouri, because the commenters cared.
Branson.
Did you not know that?
It's the Midwest. No one gives a fuck. It's like, where's fucking Lawrence? Who gives a shit? Other than Taylor Swift, apparently. But who gives a...
Whoa. You watch your words.
I can get away with it. Taylor Swift is just...
All right, tight end.
shut
Who'd you
your
have at
poor
tight
mouth.
end?
For a tight end, I got volleyball girls, Carrie Walsh.
Beautiful pick. I use them later in the list, but I see what you were doing there. It's a size thing, isn't it?
It's a size thing.
It's 100% a size thing.
I tried to go. My whole theme was tall girls.
See, for studs, I wanted someone who was because you got to be physical. Oh,
Yeah?
for tight end.
Yeah?
For tight end, I went with studs because like they've got that like big masculine energy. They'd love to get physical in the trenches and really just grind your nose into the ground. That's what tight end is, baby. Run through that brick wall.
They like to grind something else, but I digress. Also, I looked up the history of javelin.
Was it an angry pole vaulter?
Its origins are hunting and wow.
You get on the mic and you start fucking it up. I tell you, it's a thing. Don't feel bad.
Warfare weapons.
Warfare weapons.
Oh yeah.
And then its inclusion was added into the ancient Olympic Games in 708 BC as part of the pentathlon. So there you go. There's the history of javelin.
And just think, back then they used to throw them in war and they would stick through somebody.
Yeah. Dead as hell.
But no, I'd get me a real Delaney Walker looking stud to play tight end.
Really?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good pick. Who's that wide receiver one for you?
Man, I had to go with the heavy metal girls. Lizzie Hale, she's front.
Why heavy metal girl or heavy metal girls?
Lizzie Hale, she's tall.
fast?
She's tall. I know that. That's all I care. I don't know if she's fast. The only time I've ever seen her run is on stage with a guitar.
Real quick, Nadav, I will let you host next week episode if you can tell me who that is. First try.
Gay rock star. Sorry, gay 70s rock star.
Say that, but say with the word Canada.
Gay Canadian rock star.
Oh, sorry. My apologies to
Wait, no, don't say that because never mind.
He does kind of look like Gene Simmons in this figure, but I digress. You can play with it again. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Your fidget
I
toy.
don't think she can name any of those up there.
At
I
what?
can. We went through this the other day. I could name that one. That's John Cena.
Oh no shit.
Fuck you. It's the one. No, I can name that one too. That's The Undertaker.
Oh my.
Who's the one that looks like your dad?
Police brutality.
Yeah.
So brother, who do you got for wide receiver one?
What? Well, oh damn, babe.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
My apologies.
My favorite current NFL wide receiver is George Pickens. So I kind of wanted to keep that theme. So I went Hood Rat Girls, specifically Blueface's baby mama, Krishan. She just seems like she'd give me that wild card fact. She's that Antonio Brown crazy I need on my offense.
I like that kind of energy.
Yeah. If someone's out there giving cheap shots like, hey, Krishan, go fight that bitch. And she'd probably do it. You need one of them or two of them on your team.
Cheap shots or back shots, either or.
That way.
I think that's a good pick.
So,
Wide receiver 2, who you got?
I'm going to go with the softball girls, Jenny Finch.
Really? Why softball? I had softball somewhere way different.
Good choice in my book.
Who's
That's
Jenny Finch?
like only the best fucking pitcher ever.
Oh.
Like my inspiration as a little peewee child starting pitching for the first time.
Shame she's a woman. Anyway.
Again, just...
Why not pitcher, or why not quarterback then? She's got an arm on her.
Kylie Kelsey's taller. True. I like taller.
Height supremacy.
Taller, and you got to remember in softball it's an underhand throw instead of overhand.
So but she's a pitcher then. Like she can't catch then, can she?
I'm sure she could. I mean, because sometimes they got to go out there and catch in defense.
Yeah.
True. All right. I'll let you have that one. My wide receiver 2, this is where I put volleyball girls. Give me that good height. Give me that good Calvin Johnson corner route. And they're like good at like hand-eye coordination, being up here anyway as like a setter. Mm-hmm. So you just be right there. That's all you gotta do. Just don't push it up. You just gotta grab the ball instead of popping it up. Or pop it up. As long as we got a teammate in the area, we'll figure it out. All right, we got left tackle. Who you got?
Left tackle, R&B girls, Rihanna.
Why the fuck would you put Rihanna at left tackle?
I need some explanation on that one because I still don't really get that one.
This is the most important offensive line position. This is your blind side. And Rihanna?
Because she's already getting abused in the center anyway.
She can take a hell of a hit. Bonus points. You seen something I didn't. Diamond in the rough kind of scout here.
Oh, Nadama's beside herself.
I got no comments. The woman was too stunned to speak. I got nothing.
She's already used to getting beat anyway.
Alright.
Poor girl, Riri.
What's your center, brother?
My left tackle is Precious.
Precious.
Need me a good BBW on the end there. All about size on the O-line, baby. Who you got at right tackle?
Oh, fuck. I may not have forgot right tackle.
Didn't fill out the whole offensive line. Well, you're a man short. Who you got at right tackle? I had Tortas. Because they're like top heavy generally, more of a build, and you gotta have that good build. You gotta be able to move, but you gotta be able to have like the good pop, get you going in the run game. That's what I got at right tackle is Tortas. Who you got at right guard?
Oh, right guard gotta be MMA girls Ronda Rousey.
She's really small, but I get what you're going for. You gotta have good hands.
She's explosive.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I feel like she could get around get around the lineman.
For guards, I'm looking for size, and I'm looking for a good base on you. You gotta be big in your stance. You gotta be bottom heavy. You gotta be able to like have a good foundation, not get pushed back in the pass pro. Mm-hmm. But you also gotta be kind of athletic, and that's where I put like my I guess you would call it the pop star girls or whatever you called Rihanna, but it's Megan Thee Stallion, right guard.
What a fucking woman. Ah.
And she's athletic too, so I feel like I could put her on like a guard pull and do like a toss play and have Megan out there blocking for Sha'Carri Richardson. That's a fucking touchdown, son. We're going yard on that.
This is a beautiful team, I will say. Like the
I put some thought into this.
As a switch hitter for both sides, that's a beautiful team.
I'm saying, and then Megan, but then on that, because it's on the right side. So when Megan pulls, we got the torture coming down top heavy to crack on the D lineman. Mm-hmm. It's a good play.
I can see the vision. I gotta say, I can see the vision. He's shitting on your team.
He didn't even have a right tackle.
I know.
Who you got at left guard?
Who do I got at left guard? We got fucking shot put girls Christina. I can't pronounce her last name.
Choice.
See, I'm so mad I didn't think of shot put girls because I would have picked up Lesnar's daughter. The one that throws at Colorado just won a national championship.
Who the fuck is her name? I can't think of her name.
Something Leah Lesnar maybe?
Yeah, I think it is Leah.
Yeah, a unit.
Looks like her dad.
She'd be a linebacker, but that's not. But so who'd you have? Shot put girls at left guard? Mm-hmm. That's a good one. I went back to like just being size heavy. My left side, I want them a little bit bigger. I want them hard to push back. We got to protect that blind side. And that's why I went specifically softball girl, third baseman. Specifically, I don't know why, what it is about softball, but they have some fucking walls at third base.
You have to.
You gotta be a biggin, and that's why you're coming to play left guard for me, and you're just gonna be really like a Larry Allen type, but you're just big in there, baby. You're hard to get by.
The only ones that ever scared me in softball were always the catcher and the third baseman.
Left guard is
you get caught in a pickle between those two, I was pissing myself.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you gotta be stout to play left guard. So I got third baseman. Who you got at center? Round us out. I got some fucking confidence in my center. Center, you gotta be smart, but you gotta be able to do everything the guards and tackles can do. You gotta be.
I fucked up. Christina was my center. She was not my.
She only had 3 linemen.
You only got 3 linemen.
Not respecting the trench warfare. Fucking boo this man.
Boo!
Boo!
You can't boo me. I'd at least make a full team.
So my center, and this is a good center pick. I had Island Girls. Polynesian,
See, okay, explain to me what the center is.
The guy that snaps the ball.
Okay, explain to me your thought process behind this.
So, what I mean by it would be like Moana's big auntie. So what was the hero from Moana called? The big dude? So him, but his auntie. And the aunties in that culture, I'm pretty sure, are the ones always running the show. And that's what you gotta do at center. You gotta keep all the hogs in line. You run the offensive line. And I feel like if they can boss around Samoan men, they can handle running my offensive line.
Fair.
And I feel like they could snap a ball. They can do everything else. If you can birth fucking The Rock, you can snap a ball. And run this team against any other team combo you got on the internet. We'll fucking make this happen. That pull guard toss play, I'm still excited about it.
I gotta give it to him. His team's the best.
Raise
That
my
ain't biased. That ain't.
You
At
didn't
least
even
he
have
had a
5
full
linemen.
team.
What are you doing?
He had a full team. Gotta give it to him.
C plus over here.
C plus.
You're dog water. You're trash.
Nadav.
Well, this has been our special guest and Judge Nadav. Hopefully we see her again, but thank you, sweetie.
Oh, sorry.
Nadav, it was nice to finally have you on here.
Thank you. I don't know where this goes.
I
Here
got
you
it.
go. Sorry for the dog hair on your pants.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thanks, friends. Goodbye.
Maybe we will finally see her again.
Maybe. All right, what else do we have?
We talked about new setup.
No. I mean, we didn't change anything. Well, I mean, before we let you go here, what do you think of the new setup? Do you like seeing the front of me? Should we go back to being sideways?
I like the new change. I do. It's maybe small, but I like it. I like it that you're facing forward.
For sure. I think it gives I want to include them more in the conversation.
Thought about. I'm just putting an idea out there. We got this table. What if we had a table in front that was like, not wide, but about like that wide, stretched across.
We could think about it. We can always try some new stuff. I'm always down to try some new stuff.
Just brainstorming.
What do you guys want to see from the podcast? We do it for you, essentially. What do you think we could do to improve? We're always looking for notes. Let us know down in the comments, and come and see us again next week. We love having you, but from your host, Reese Randalls, from your co-host,
Nathan White, we will see you guys Tuesday at 4:20 in the AM.
See you next time. Love ya. You ready, Bert?
Well, look at this prima donna!